Holman, Cranston, Bunces out there, Janssens and Balson for Arizona State. A shot and they score! Right off the face-off, we see who it is. I believe it's Joe O'Connor gets the first goal of the afternoon for the Bobcats. And just like that, 4 minutes in, the Bobcats have a 1-0 lead.
Golder all square on Griffin Day, 1-1. From the stretch, takes a look at second base. Sets and deals. That ball's driven deep to left field. Forget that. That's way, way gone. Griffin Day, a 2-run home run here in the first, gives Yale a 2-0 lead.
As we come close to the end of Chase Prisky's captaincy, the question is soon to be, who's next? Will it be fellow junior defenseman Carlos Chuksta or Brogan Rafferty? Maybe it's junior winger Alex Whalen. However, there's one clear choice for me that will follow Prisky's reign next season. That's sophomore center Odin Tufto. He's had a 9-point increase from a season ago, upping his point total to 42, putting him among the elite in college hockey. And according to head coach Rand Pecknold, he's beyond coachable and is looking to improve in every facet of his game. Also, he showed his vocal leadership for the first time Saturday following Chase Prisky's ejection. Tufto, who is well on his way to break 100 points early in his junior season, should be doing so with a C on his chest.
The point. Dornbach walks in, rebound, shot, save, rebound. Oh, and another great save by Andrew Shortridge. Are you kidding me? Jack Drury was wide open in front of the net. Backhanded it in on goal, and Shortridge struck the glove out and robbed Jack Drury. It's been unbelievable. Chase Prisky, Luke Shiplow with a nice play. In front for Whalen, a shot save. We got a shot. Oh, and what a great save by Hunter Shepard. Did you see that? Sticking the glove out.
While some of these players have experienced the Quinnipiac-Yale rivalry before, with 13 freshmen on this team, it's safe to say that some of these players might not have experienced a rivalry quite like this one at all. It's tournament time here in Allentown, Pennsylvania, as the Quinnipiac Bobcats get set to face off with the Arizona State Sun Devils. He's Dan Ball. I'm Stephen Pappas. It's regional semifinal time here, and Dan, for the Quinnipiac Bobcats, how do they shake off the last 2 losses in the ECAC tournament?
You know, Steve, I think it's about a quick start. That's what they're going to need to do. This Arizona State team hasn't played in 28 days, so they're going to have a lot of rust on them. And if the Bobcats in that first line come out hard right off the beginning of the game, they're going to be successful.
And what does Arizona State need to do to shake off that 28-day rust? Because it's been a while since they've played.
It has been, and you know, for Arizona State, they really kind of need to weather the storm from the Bobcats in that first period. If they're able to come out of the first 20 minutes with no damage against them, they can be successful, but the first 20 is very important for both teams.
Stay tuned. Puck drop set for 7:30 tonight on mixlr.com/QBSN. The Quinnipiac Bobcats were defeated by the reigning national champions Minnesota Duluth Bulldogs here by the final of 3-1. He's Dan Ball. I'm Stephen Pappas. That'll put an end to the Bobcats season in a game where they really didn't have a lot of offense until the final, say, 5 minutes of that game.
No, they didn't, but I think when you look at the 2018-19 season as a whole, there's a lot to like. I mean, this team was picked to finish towards the bottom half of the ECAC at the beginning of the year. So you look at the freshman contributions. I mean, we talked about them all weekend. William Falstrom was huge for this team on both ends of the ice. Ethan DeYoung and Wyatt Bongiovanni both slot into that first line right off the bat, which was huge. And I think defensively you saw a lot of growth from Peter DeLibertori and Zach Metza, 2 guys who can step up in the years to come. So from what you expected in the 2018-19 season, there was a lot to like.
And Chase Prisky will be exiting the program as a senior. He'll be moving on to either the AHL or the NHL. And Dan, who's going to be the leader for this Bobcat team next year?
You know, Steve, I think there are a lot of options, but a couple that come to mind first. I mean, from a senior perspective, you can't overlook Alex Whalen and Carlos Chuksta. I think they're going to have a big impact on the senior class and on the team next year. But when you look at production, it's Odin Tufto. You can't look past him. Over 40 points both years. He's going to be a junior next year, so he's one of those guys on the ice. He's a leader, so now we'll see how it translates off the ice, but those are a couple of guys that I have in my eye.
Again, the final here from Allentown, Pennsylvania, the Quinnipiac Bobcats dropped in the regional final by a final of 3-1. He's Dan Ball. I'm Stephen Pappas. We'll see you next time. Goal line centering pass for Taylor House in front. She scores! Taylor House on the feed from Sarah Ev Kutugadbu. 52 seconds in, the Bobcats lead 1-0.
Thrown here in the third inning to tie this one as Lutz drives it to right field. Chasing back Ronay up on the track, and it's gone. Dylan Lutz brings the Bobcats back from 5-0 down. It's 6-5 Quinnipiac here in the third.
Held up by the referee, but he wins it back and sends it down low for Whalen. Whalen with a shot and a save. Rebound in front. They score! William Falstrom on the rebound from Alex 8:1 left in the second. It's 2-0 Quinnipiac.
So I'm going to give a quick rundown of what Peter Chiarelli has traded away in his short, brief, I think it was like 3 or 4 years in Edmonton. So trades away Taylor Hall to the New Jersey Devils for Adam Larson, who at best I would say is a mid-level defenseman. Yep. Taylor Hall then goes on last year to win the 2018 Hart Trophy. So already 0 for 1.
Not bad.
Already 0 for 1. Trades away a draft pick for Griffin Reinhart to the New York Islanders, and that draft pick then turns into Matthew Barzal. Give a quick rundown of points here. Griffin Reinhart has played in the NHL for 2 years and has 2 career points. 2. 1 with the Islanders and 1 with Edmonton. He hasn't played in the NHL. He hasn't played in the NHL in 2 years. Not that he has played in the NHL. He has not stepped foot on an NHL rink in the regular season for 2 years and has 2 total points in his career. Barzal, 2018 Calder winner. This is the kicker. This is my favorite one. He trades Jordan Eberle for Ryan Strome to the Islanders. He trades Jordan Eberle to the Islanders for Ryan Strome. Then trades Ryan Strome to the New York Rangers for Ryan Spooner. Then he cuts Ryan Spooner from the team, who, from what I've heard, is kind of a cancer person in the locker room. But Strome and Eberle are Strome's with the Rangers and Eberle's with.
Drop it at Schuster. Schuster with a shot deflected by Berger. Rebound in front. It goes in. Mick Germain on a backhanded shot that got deflected gives the Bobcats a 1-0 lead. It'll instead drop it to Delibertor. Delibertor shoots and scores. Peter Delibertor, his 3rd goal of the season, gives the Bobcats a 2-1 lead. Pashnuk with a fake shot, and he goes the other way, spinning a couple more spins, 2 or 3 of them, is Brinson Pashnuk. Pashnuk with a shot, he scores! Bar down! Brinson Pashnuk, are you serious? 2-1 Bobcat lead. Bush takes it. He sends Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker walks in. He shoots off the crossbar. Johnny Walker looked to have the game equalizer. Here's a chance in front, and that puck goes wide.
3-1 count. Was able to get out of it in the first inning without giving up a walk. We'll see what he does here. Wind up in the pitch. Fly it into center field, chasing back Mosky to the track up on the hill. Leaps and he makes the catch. Brian Mosky takes a home run away from Owen DeZatis. Unreal. The defensive excellence of Brian Mosky continues in center field as he's able to go up that hill and take a home run away from Owen DeZatis.
But it's intercepted there in the final 5 seconds. Flipped out to center in the final 2 seconds. Shot to the empty net. It goes wide. The final ticket has been punched. The UMD Bulldogs are going back to the Frozen Four. The final score, the Bulldogs 3, the Bobcats 1. The Bobcats a much better 3rd period, but their season ends in Allentown, Pennsylvania, falling in the regional finals to the UMD Bulldogs.